A full week. Only because of the fact that I know the manager I hate isn't gonna let me in, so I don't really give a fuck, and I do not want to work with him even if he did let me in. Trust me, it's pure hell working with that dude, bro. Fiero. Trust me, man, I hate him a lot. But then again, hate is a strong word. I don't want to go that far. I would say that I just don't respect them, you know? You know, I got this thing where I don't really fuck with strict people, bro. They're always about the rules and always about the law and stuff like that. I'm not really with it. People like that don't know when to let loose or anything like that, bro. They're too serious over certain things, bro. That's why I'd rather, like, you know, that's why I honestly respect people. Respect people that are, you know, easygoing and chill, bro. People take the time to relax, bro, and not be like a total dick about everything. If you don't have that type of, you know, if you don't have that type of vibe to yourself, man, or that type of air around you, bro, or type of aura, then, you know, then I can definitely tell you don't have friends. Like, people like that don't have friends. They only have friends who are like them. There are people like that, you know. Trust me, it's not even me that just hates him. I have a coworker that does not fuck with him either, bro, and almost mouthed off to him. Me? I mouthed it off to him all the way. Very annoying, bro. Super annoying, trust me. But the bottom line is, he's a pussy. I was about to change the song, man, but you know, I fuck with this soundtrack. It's one of my favorites too. Nope, 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 nope.
どうなってんだ。もうやめとけよ。俺の勝ちだ。 さっぱり負ける気がしねえ。
You know, I don't think I really had a lot of hated teachers or staff specifically back in school. I don't think I ever did. I mean, they weren't that annoying than how my managers are, bro. I mean, yeah. It's hard because my mind is a bit boggling since I haven't been to school in like years and shit. I can't remember certain teachers I ever had hate for. I know I didn't I know that back in high school I didn't have hated teachers. I had well, this one discipline teacher I really hated. He was a real dick. I used to hear about this dude like way before I even got accepted to my high school. He always put people in discipline, bro. He always had this like attitude on him, bro. So, you know. And most of the time I always wanted to disrespect him too. He was the only one I hated though. Everyone else were good teachers, bro. That was it, but yeah. And I can't remember if I had a hated teacher back in middle school. Brother versus brother.
どうやらうまくいっちゃべるね。
Yeah, bro. Substitute teachers were the best. The greatest. Oh my god, yes, man. You speak the truth, Jab. You speak the truth. Yes, they were the greatest. And most of the time, these substitute teachers would usually be here on, most of the time it would be on a Friday, bro. I fucking miss those days, man. Those were just the greatest. I mean, I wouldn't say that I hate my main teacher or anything like that. Or everyday teacher and stuff who's always supposed to be here and shit. But, like, subs were the best, bro. They just hit different. One thing I will say is that one thing I like about school is the fact that, like, nowadays I do kind of miss it. I loved it a lot too, like near the end of high school and stuff like that. I would say that I honestly prefer it over work. I would honestly say I prefer it over work, you know. Didn't have to worry about everything. Like, I was just like, oh my god, man. Because, you know, I didn't have much hated teachers back in school and stuff, bro. But in terms of, like, managers at work and stuff, I have, like, a lot of hated ones, bro. And only, like, a few that I respect. But teachers, on the other hand, bro, and, you know, at school, bro, we had a lot of teachers we respected, bro. Because they were always easygoing and chill, man. I get that people gotta be strict and stuff to get, you know, to get certain things done and stuff, bro. But still, though. There's so many things I miss, bro. The fact where I didn't have to worry about having to grow up and shit. That stuff annoyed me the most. Like, we all thought we would be kids forever. Some really didn't think that, of course, since they had a different mind than, you know, most kids back in the day and stuff, but I always thought I would be a kid forever, bro. Now look at me now, bro. I got a shitty job that I'm relying on, bro. That's probably gonna end me up on the streets in the near future. I don't know where the fuck my life is headed. That's life. I wish I could say that, ours, but with jobs being even more, with jobs letting off, what was it? With jobs, shit, what's the word I'm looking for? With jobs letting people go nowadays and shit, it's kind of hard these days. Not to mention AI popping into the picture and ruining people's lives. Not to mention the raising taxes. They're raising taxes every year, which makes it really hard for even businesses to survive out there these days. And who knows, video game prices could raise even more too. I mean, well, the Switch too. Herwink! And this is why I also tell people like Eisen to take things seriously, bro. Don't fuck around, and because if you do, man, I tell you. And then dude told me he doesn't even, like, way before he even met me, and I would say that dude never even brushed his teeth or did any of that or even showered when he was supposed to. I'm like, dude, you don't do that stuff, man. You gotta take care of your body, bro. But then all of a sudden when he meets a woman, starts doing that. I'm like, bro, you should start doing that. You need to do that. Like, you shouldn't be starting to do that right now, man. You should have been did that, bro. It's not good, bro. I'm like, when's the last time you went to the dentist? When's the last time you got a health checkup? Doesn't your mom take you? I'm like, that's not good, man. You need to. And that's another thing. People aren't taking care of their bodies either. They're not taking care of their health or any of that shit. They don't go to the dentist. They don't get their health in check. That's not good. Look at Aizen, complete example. Damn straight. But sometimes, what I hate is that sometimes even taking care of your body is not enough. Because no matter how healthy you can be, you'll still get sick at the end of the day. You'll still get something contagious and stuff, and that's the one thing weak about us humans. We can get sick easily from anything, and there's not really much medicine that can just cure anything in general. I mean, shit, I be seeing on the news, man, people be dying from any type of random thing. They be dying from any disease that I haven't even heard about, man. I guess that's my first time hearing about all these other random diseases and shit.
怖かったありがとうございますこの戦いに勝てば所長の夢では
長尾さんはいただきなで。
いい働きだ。変形するつもりはないが。
地獄に咲く一輪の友の花負けてらんないっつうのよ。
私の野心は誰にも止められん
性別なんてボーダー超に超越してる。それが新しい人類。
その強さティアの精が震えますね任されました
勝負ありだ副所長。俺の椅子を譲るにはまだ早いようだな。
失敗だ。これでは所長の椅子が
時期的に俺が手伝ってやろう。
Trust me, it's not that easy. Even if I wanted to, it's really not that easy. Remember that YouTube can always disappear. Well, not really, but say it were to disappear one day. How would people be able to make their money? You gotta have a backup plan and shit. I mean, yeah, Twitch is a backup too, but you know, you'd have to build it all the way up first though. Streaming as a career is a big commitment, because once you start doing that, bro, I mean, yeah, you can go back, but you need to have a backup plan if anything. So. And trust me, you could say I'm doing it at the same time because I'm at least getting money sent to me from YouTube. Money sent to me from YouTube thanks to everybody's donations and, you know, the views and everything like that. But it's usually just 100 that I usually get every 21st whenever I reach the payment threshold. So, I mean... So in the meantime, I'm literally working at this shitty job of mine and stuff. Just putting up with them until I can find a new job or something like that. But yeah. Trust me, dude, if I was making a lot of money from streaming, bro, I would not be taking jack shit from all the shitty managers at work. Except for a few. There are some I respect. But I wouldn't be taking jack shit from most of the managers I don't fuck with. When you stream, when you're a content creator, you're your own boss. That's the feel. That's the feel of like having your own business or something like that. You're your own boss when you're a content creator. You could ban out whoever you want, time out whoever you want, say whatever the hell you want. Well, I don't know about say whatever the hell you want, because at that point YouTube will just honestly remove your channel, whichever like that. But you can do whatever you want. It's your platform. It's your domain. You do whatever you want. That's why being a content creator is one of the best things out there, bro. You do whatever you want. You say what you want. Nah. My managers are the last people I'd even tell about my channel. Unless my coworkers actually end up snitching on me and showing it to them and stuff like that. But they wouldn't really know which time frame or anything like that. So they'd have to literally watch my stream to know where the time frame is at. And plus, I don't really bring up their names and stuff, to be honest. So they wouldn't really know whether I'm talking about them or not. Notice how I don't mention their name. It's a matter of respect, even though I don't show most of them respect. So I mean, but let me just say this though: half the managers half of the managers at that job, I've been there longer than them. So I honestly know the game plan. Been there for 5 years, so I know the game plan way before them, bro. Bunch of people from the end-to-end team bring out put random departments in the same cart, and I gotta end up having to and anybody who gets those random carts in their area, I don't touch those shits. They stay right there, bro. If it's random shit, I'm putting them shits in the corner, and I don't even care, bro. I don't do other people's handiwork. That's not how it was like when I was working. Boom!
俺を殺したいさ。生きてたどり着ければ相手をしてやる。そうじゃ。お前には正義がある。そのための犠牲など気にかけるな。
やめてもらえないかしら。もうダメだ。反省したの許さぬ。手数できそう。覚悟はいいかしら。残念。ここまで。
面白い。
What's going on, stuff? Flop fight. Wish it was raining in my area.
大外れの弱さだったな。上出来だ。俺はまだ思い知らせてやる。
何やろ見てろよ。どけよ。金ならぶっ飛ばすぞ。
It's a little bit cloudy for me too.
雑魚どもが消えてやろう。俺が正義だ。今さら後悔しても遅えんだ。俺に盾ついたことをな。面白い。
Am I gonna take? Ore no Chidai.
Ore no Jidai da. Nigeru. 時間は十分にあったはずだ。 はいいな。抜かりはないだろうな。任せる。
戦い方を誤ったか。
闇の前では全て無力。聞くしかねえよな。
ノロノア、私を超えるのではなかったか。その程度の力では到底不可能だ。
俺の力はまだまだこんなもんじゃねえ。もっと本気を見せてやる。CP9 を敵に回すことがどういうことか教えてやろう。
また会いたいものだ。
また七五回に空席が出てしまうか。聞かぜ。悪いな。助かった。
強き者がいるようだ。この戦場ならば俺も楽しめるか。
何してやがる。俺がやってやる。
You're not gonna make me lose, my friend, just because you went straight over to another field. No, sir.
よくもやってくれたべるね。私のため忘れんじゃないわよ。
Come here.
勝者は一人。この俺だ。
Boom! There you go.
上あって協力する。
見ろミスタースリー。あいつは派手に面白い。ボギー海賊団に誘ってやろうじゃねえか。
そう簡単に行くものかね。私たちなんて見向きもされないのでは。勝ちには難がぬ。
暴力に頼ってるやつほど俺の前じゃ無力なのさ。
これ命に関わる。
また七五回に空席ができちまうか。ぜはははは。俺の力。
決戦なのね。アティシ、ゾクゾクしてきたわ。
Oh no, you fucking don't. Hold on.
俺は最強の力を手に入れた。誰にも負けやしねえ。ぜあ。やったな、おい。
To be fair, One Piece has always surpassed Dragon Ball. You know, it's just brain dead Dragon Ball fans are too dumb to admit it, since they've never watched One Piece a day in their life. I mean, for years, One Piece's manga is like literally one of the best selling mangas out there. It has a lot more sales than any other manga combined. The Dragon Ball manga went downhill anyway, bro. I mean, Super, nobody gives a fuck about Super, bro. Dragon Ball been lost its spot to One Piece in terms of being the best anime, because One Piece has been kicking with a lot of crazy shit, while Dragon Ball story just remains the same in my opinion. It's stupid. One Piece is just better. One Piece always been better. We have better written characters, better arcs. Not to mention, One Piece is literally 100% more adventure than Dragon Ball. So, there's that too. So... One Piece is built different. It's always been built different than Dragon Ball. Just the soundtrack I was gonna put on, bro. My favorite. One Piece has always been better than Dragon Ball, bro, since the very beginning, bro. I do not give a fuck. I don't care if Oda got inspiration or anything from Toriyama or anything like that. He did a better written story than Toriyama. He surpassed Toriyama, just like how One Piece in general surpassed Dragon Ball. Oda's better than Toriyama in every way. Now, mind you, I'm not trying to bring down Toriyama. Rest in peace to the GOAT and everything like that, bro. But it's just that Oda is just better than Toriyama. A lot of creators are better than Toriyama in terms of manga, because they know how to do a good written story. Toriyama just wasn't good in terms of creating a good written story. Not saying that Dragon Ball shouldn't exist or anything. I'm not saying anything like that. I love Dragon Ball. But, you know, in terms of people using the wording better than others, using the term better, that Dragon Ball is better than any other anime, or even manga-wise, is an understatement. Because Dragon Ball lacks many things. That's all.
魚人の力を見せてやるのだ。覚悟はいいな。
待たせたな。アーロン一味復活だ。遊んでねえでこっちへ来な。
ハチは更生したのよ。あんたの一味になんて戻るわけないわ。
アーロンさんを怒らすわけにはいかねえし、ナミをこれ以上傷つけたくもねえ。
Not to mention the fact that the Dragon Balls in general, not to mention the fact that the Dragon Balls in general are literally like the main problem when it came to GT later on. It's because literally everything that happened in Dragon Ball later on in GT are literally the results of using the Dragon Balls so much. They use it so much to bring people back and always resolve their problems that it literally became, that their wishes literally became the main reason of that problem.
覚悟はいいな。
どうもお取り込み中失礼。
But hey, I'll give them credit. I'll give Toriyama credit for one thing. At least Goku died in Trunks' time. So I mean, at least Goku and the rest of the Z Fighters died in Trunks' time. And they died regularly instead of like, you know, they died regularly getting killed or either just like, and then Goku died, you know, due to a heart virus and you know, disease and shit like that. Because, you know, in Trunks' time they didn't have Dragon Balls. Which is honestly how it's supposed to be in real life. You die, you die.
アーロン一味じゃねえんだ。ナミ、分かってくれるか。
この調子で行くわよ。
It's the truth.
これで決める。
この木に悪党どもを潰しておくかの。
覚悟はいいな。
One Piece will and always will be number one. It is and always will be number one. Number one shonen out there. And I put Naruto next to it. I put Bleach next to it. I put many other shonens next to it. However, Dragon Ball goes last. The longer, the more episodes, the more there is to see of One Piece.
俺が目指すのは海賊の高みだ。そいつを見るまで止まる気はねえ。
海賊の高みを目指すんなら俺もエースくらい頑張らねえとな。
生き恥をさらすな。この地を正義の礎とする。面倒だが俺が止めるしかねえか。
Plot fight.
覚悟はいいな。
ジャーの息子
許さねえ。
貴様だけは絶対に逃がさん。
覚悟はいいな。
Flame commitment. There you go. Ente!
わしの怒りに触れた以上マグマに焼かれる覚悟をせい。
今日だけは容赦しねえ。全てを凍りつかせ。
この血は抜かせやせん。
覚悟はいいな。
Don't disrespect Pops like that ever again.
覚悟を取ったわい。
俺は自由に生きると決めたんだ。海軍なんかに捕まらねえよ。覚悟はいいな。
ノロノは私を超えるのではなかったか。その程度の力では到底不可能だ。
俺の力はまだまだこんなもんじゃねえ。もっとだ。本気を見せてやる。
やべ、俺は火だ。引きやしねってのに。
やるじゃねえかよ。
手にしろ。俺は傍観者に過ぎぬ。
ここは押さえといた方がいい。
そっちは問題ないみてえだな。
Shoot it. Shoot it.
覚悟はいいな。この地は俺たちがもらった。文句ねえな。
いけるいける。
また会いたいものだ。
相手が悪かったな。どんな剣でも火は切れねえよ。
悪いな。助かった。
強き者がいるようだ。この戦場ならば俺も楽しめるか。
そりゃ覚悟を決めにゃいいでしょ
白ひげの首は取らせねえ。これは親父を海賊王にする。
あらら、すごいじゃない。それだけの手柄、並大抵の力じゃねえな。
おお、すごいね。次はわしと戦うか。
こうなったら
見てるさーい。
ここは抑えた。次行こうぜ。
数奇な運命を持った男だが力もある。
何もさせない。無駄だよ。今死ぬよ。
覚悟はいいな。
腹が立つね。
進化知らない。
勝利の後は腹が減るな。やるなお前。
Okay.